Those that don't know, how many films in total have you done?
14.
14 feature-length films.
14. Something that I hear from my friends is it's hard to make friends. I've never had that problem in my life. I don't like being a Debbie Downer with people, but this is why I'm in the process of trying to get other people to realize, my nigga, this life in reality, like, stop looking at social media and these movies as in all of you are going to be,
yes,
you know, on that stage.
So what's your secret to staying so disciplined? Eh?
My answer is one of those, hey, if you ain't got it, you ain't got it, nigga. Shit, I don't know if this is a secret.
This is about to be a very weird interview because a lot of those questions that where you just ain't got it, you ain't got it. Because I feel like, man, I get that a lot. Even I have to catch myself. You looking for answers to shit that is like, man, you just either got it or you don't. There ain't no answer on YouTube.
Yeah,
for
it's just a matter of, how can I do this? I gotta. It sounds like you just can't do it. You know what I'm saying? It sounds like this just might be a weakness of yours.
Yes,
but
yeah.
Discipline has always been like the foundation of my life. You know what I'm saying? Like I never. That may be another reason why like I don't get too happy or celebrate or excited for shit, because
I feel you. Yeah.
In my mind, I'm just like, okay, I need to stay grounded. You know what I'm saying? Like I need to, stay disciplined to like get certain shit done. So the secret to it for me, it's kind of just who I've always been, like that. I'm a disciplined person in my career and like my personal life. So I don't know, man. Yeah, it's not even a matter of how. It's just a natural thing, I guess.
You think it was instilled in you some kind of way? Your parents put it in you or something? Because I see on my little questions it says, was the religion you think played the part in it? Because you're pretty religious. So do you think that plays a part?
You think I'm pretty religious?
I don't know if you're pretty religious. And that's a bad assumption I make. Because I was talking to somebody. And I was like, yeah, my buddy Miles is religious. And he was like, is he? Because he cusses and says a lot of weird shit a lot. And I'm like, yeah, you know what? Maybe he's not that religious. I don't know. I'm really just basing it off.
People see the kufi and immediately think like, oh,
yes,
he must be like really religious.
Yeah,
yeah. And don't get me wrong, I'm not sitting here saying I'm not religious.
Ah, well, you tripping.
I'm just curious on why some people would think that.
The kufi.
And I think it's just because of the kufi. No, it's not even about it, because you can be not disciplined in your religion. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's a lot of undisciplined Christians.
I've not met too many undisciplined
Muslims.
Yes.
It is
and everyone I've met has been pretty good, actually. I'd be like, I ain't met a bad Muslim, to be honest with you. I'd be like, them good people. Hey, man.
I mean, the teachings of it is like, it's the foundation of it is as far as being a good person. You know what I'm saying? No matter what somebody else is, I mean, it's still
true.
Being
all religions,
a good person. Yeah. So that could definitely attribute to, because that is like, one of the principles and foundations of it. But me personally, I wouldn't necessarily attribute it to religion either, because it's one of those things of knowing what has to get done for what you want. You know what I'm saying? Like thinking of something, hey, I want to do this. Okay, how? How is it going to get done? Okay, you need this, and this. And it's just knowing that, okay, I have to do these certain things to get it done. And I think, like I said, it's hard to kind of come up with an answer with that, because it's like, it's just a matter of just knowing, if I want to make this movie, I have to do these certain things. And I really want to make this movie, so I get this done. I think, to your testament, like, that's a problem that a lot of people come across, where, hey, I want to make this movie, but I got to do all these things. I don't want to do all those things. I don't want to do that, or if I do this, then I won't be able to do this. And it's like, I don't think at it that way. If I have to do all of this, how do I make all of this happen? And that's just, I don't know, that's just me. It's kind of just instilled.
And I feel you, man. That's what separates. Yeah. I think naturally people like to overcomplicate things, and they like to not think that they're the problem with a situation, So it has to be something else. Let me go Google, let me go research. How do I become more disciplined? Like, how do I care more? Like, you
that
really
do or you
sucks
don't. That people don't.
Yeah, it does.
Like, not, do the self-analysis as far as like understanding, hey, maybe like this is your weakness. Like, most people always, everybody wants to point the finger. You know what I'm saying? Like, no, it can't be me. I can't be the problem. I can't be the problem. Like, it has to be something else, somebody else. This is why I can't do this. Instead, hey, realizing no, this is what the issue is. This is what you need to fix if you're trying to do such and such. And yeah, that's just not a skill that, or just a quality that a lot of people have in life. They rather point the finger than say, I'm the problem.
That's just that's just human nature.
Yeah, which really fucking sucks. Like I said, because if so many people realize more that they were, or whatever shortcomings that they had that, is stopping them from getting to where they want to be, and they realize, it was them internally, not, somebody else is blocking you or shit. Mm-hmm. Like, I feel like a lot of things would get done faster.
Nothing. No, that's so true, man.
It's sad.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah. I feel weird asking these questions now. So you got a routine, a daily routine? Is there
a daily routine?
A daily routine, or is there a system you rely on or use? Like, okay, this is how I worded it. Do you rely solely on willpower alone, or do you have systems and things that keep you in check?
What's an example of a system?
A routine. A routine is something that keep you in check, or even like a task, to-do list, something. Goal setting.
I like to make a to-do list. It's more so for reminders than anything. But no, I think it goes back to just willpower. Like, I don't have a set schedule. I mean, that's one of the things that, I talked about as far as
that's tough, man.
Not having a job.
I fell apart. I meant to say that when we talked about it later. I quit my job and
you know what's the way?
PlayStation, couch, sun up, sun down. Hey,
nigga fucking lost his shit.
Hey, man, it's sad, but I needed. I don't know if I need a job again, but I needed some sort of structure. So, man, like I'm saying, that's great, man. Because plus I was going through some stuff, but now I really think that's more so what it was. But nah, I hear you, man. A lot of people fall apart with that. People need jobs. They need somebody telling them what
structure.
to do.
They need that routine.
The routine, yeah.
People don't know how to function without it. Even like when I quit my job, I'll give it like it was a week of weirdness because it was like, oh shit, like I don't have to get up at this time. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like I'm used to, going to bed at a certain time, make sure I get up at a certain time and all that crap. But after that week, it was just like, okay, no, hey, bro, you could do whatever the fuck you want, like whenever the fuck you want. And I've just had that mindset for so long that, I just keep that with it. Like when I'm trying to, be in the gym consistently and work out and stuff, and I know I can, boom, okay, this is like now my routine. I try to get in there, like early in the morning, like before the afternoon or whatever, and if I'm in the middle of like making a movie, okay, boom, this is my routine. Okay, if I'm editing, okay, this is my routine. So it's never really like a set routine. It's kind of just depending on what I'm doing, where I am in SBS season, then my routine will kind of, accommodate and adjust. And I just, just have the mindset to, okay, make sure I get shit done. And it's just, I don't know. And once again, it's just an internal thing as far as just having that, what you call the willpower to make sure you're accomplishing the shit that you need to accomplish and you're progressing. I think something that I struggle with or think about a lot is like growing. Like I always want to make sure that I'm doing something. That's why when I started doing these breaks at the end of SBS season and not doing anything, it's like a forced sit down to where okay, I can just force and chill myself to sit. But a couple weeks, I'll start to get antsy because I'm like, I'm chilling, but I'm still not financially free. I'm still, having to hustle and shit. So it's like, okay, I could be working right now. I need to be thinking about different ways of how to get to this fucking money or how to get, to the next project and how to make shit happen. And that's kind of where I'm at now. Whenever, right before SBS season, that's when that antsiness is like at an all-time high because it's like, all right, come on, Miles, it's time to get back to it. And it's time to, keep growing, developing, and let's get to the next phase of your freaking life.
Hey, I totally 100% agree. I used to have friends. I used to stay up late all the time, even before I worked overnight. And I'd have friends or whoever the hell's at the house, and they'd just be like, "Damn, why you still up?" I'm like, "Hey, I'm too broke to be going to sleep." Like, "Hey, I got to figure something out." Like, "Hey, man, I can't be sleep."
Sleep is for people with money, and nigga, I gotta figure out how to get it
some kind of way.
Yeah.
What keeps you motivated? Do you have a motivating factor? I want to be the very best filmmaker of all time.
And I ain't that nigga.
Oh, dang, really?
Yeah, I don't care about being the best filmmaker. I guess my goal is just to be financially free. You know what I'm saying? Like, however I can get there, then that's kind of the route that I'm ready to take. If this was 5-6 years ago, then maybe oh yeah, this is my dreams and my goals. Yeah, what a nigga, life happens, reality hits.
Life happens,
and you know what I'm saying. You realize you just. This is what it's like. I don't like being a Debbie Downer with people, but this is what I'm in the process of trying to get other people to realize, my nigga, this life in reality. Like, stop looking at social media and these movies as in all of you are going to be, on that stage and get to that platform, bro. Like, it's, you know what I'm saying? It's 500 people. That's 500 people out of 340 million. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's, like, look at the odds. Be more realistic about what you're doing.
And don't beat yourself up if you don't make it. Because it's so many variables.
Bro.
Like, so many variables. Half them people were probably just not destined, but everything in their life just lined up. Yeah, they had no control. They didn't even have control over it. Just lined up for them.
So much stuff that has to happen,
right? That you have no control over.
Get to that place, like so much. It's not just about your talent. It's so much other factors and timing and all the right place, right time. Like people, like all that stuff has to align. And I'm just past that place in my life of like thinking that that's just going to happen to me. I'm in that place in my life of trying to still be happy, do what I love to do, and then be financially free. And however that can look, I'm okay with. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm very much, satisfied with that outcome. So my motivation for me is I love what I do. Like at the end of the day, I still love making movies and I love being in the industry and being a part of the filmmaking process. And I have a genuine, love for it. Like I've talked to you about it before, like to do this over and over and over and over and over again, like what I do. Like how I make movies, like you have to literally love that shit. Like that shit has to be inside of you, you know what I'm saying, to really be okay with doing it again. And I love it. Like it's stressful, but I'll do it again. Like I'm ready to do it again this year. So it's just a love for it, bro. I really love I love entertainment. Like I love entertaining.
And those that don't know, how many films in total have you done?
14
feature-length films.
14 feature-length.
How many shorts have you done?
That's a good question. It's between 25 and 30.
Let's go with 30. 30 short films.
Let's just round up.
That's a lot, man.
It is, man.
Like for real.
Like started in 2014 and all the way to January 2025. I have 14 feature films.
Dude, I want to be careful when I say this because I don't mean. I want to say it right, but it's like that's a testament kind of to what we just were talking about. Like, dude, there's people in Hollywood that have been breastfed into Hollywoodness. Everything handed to them, and still haven't done as much as you've done. So it's like it's a testament to like that you can't control things because it's like people that worked half as much as hard as you have way more. And ain't got half the discipline, half the resume. Yeah. So and then you work twice, 2-3 times harder than these people. So it's like what there has to. It's crazy. It's chaos. It's like so that's why you can't beat yourself up over this stuff. You just have to just keep going or not go. You know what I mean? One to two.
Yeah. I mean, like I said, it's one of those things where you have no control over it.
Yeah, no control.
I see so many of my peers like just beat themselves up so much about this shit. I'm just sitting there like, bro, chill. You know what I'm saying? Like relax. Like either you're gonna do it or you're not. You know what I'm saying? And my first suggestion is always be like, don't do it. You know what I'm saying? If you're feeling like this. You know what I'm saying? Unless you come to a realization, you're always going to feel like this. And I come to that realization and I'm not going to feel like that. I'm not going to look at other filmmakers and the opportunities that they get and other projects and just feel like, oh, I'm just so much better and I can do all this. It's like, well, hey man, best of luck to them. You know what I'm saying? I'm happy for them, but I'm just focused on trying to get myself, you know what I'm saying, to those certain things. So, I get what you're saying, man. Like doing all of those films and stuff, but
done a lot, man.
It is.
There's a lot of people don't know, and I know more than the average person, and I still don't know everything. You know everything, and I feel like I know a lot. You know what I mean?
I mean, I think you know a lot. I mean, you met me before I did my 4th feature film.
Right.
So you've seen me do 10 feature films.
Crazy, man.
So I'm literally going into year 15. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
like year 15 of SBS Productions. And I was realizing that, like at the end of, or just during like my off season, it's one of those things where I feel like I'm stepping now into my, I don't know another word for it, but just like my mentor role. You know what I'm saying? Like at this point in time, I have a lot of experience and I have a lot of knowledge to be able to give like to other people. Like I've always felt like, you know, because of where I am, I'm not like super rich and shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? People don't
that was gonna be my next question.
I'm not in the mindset of, you know, teaching other people or like telling other people like what to do and all that crap. But I genuinely feel like with 15 years of experience, it's like at the end of the day, once again, I haven't done like studio budget films and multi-million-dollar films and shit, but if you're in this independent world, I think I'm one of the biggest assets you can have like on your team.
Oh, I agree.
As far as like making something happen, you know what I'm saying? Something that you have in your mind and bringing it to life. You know, no cocky shit, but I genuinely think I can be one of the biggest assets that you have.
I guess that leads me to this question I just thought of. So how does that, I don't know, like, because I think I've seen it or experienced it with you on set, but not having the money that comes along with the experience, and I guess how people see that and treat you from that, you know, because everybody equates money to success. Even if they did one crappy film and made it big, oh, you're the best filmmaker in the world, you know, we know how stupid people are, right? So I'm sure does that bother you at all? Or you just like screw it? Oh,
no,
it used to.
It used to. That shit used to fuck me up. I ain't gonna hold you. That shit really used to piss me off because it was like my friends and people just that I knew, they would always like step over me and like go to these other people, and I'm like, bro, I've done like all of this shit. Like, why are you? Like, why do you think I'm not a good person to ask? And most of the time, they wouldn't say this, but it was because of the money. Like, it was either because of the money or somebody was, you know, obviously, like, more famous. Like, they had more clout or whatever. And those two things are the dumbest and most evil things about this fucking industry. If you think, but that's what people want. They want money and they want the clout. So if they see somebody with it, that's where they're going to go. They're going to step over the person who has 200 followers but has all the experience, has the knowledge, is a good person, and can really help you out. I'm going to go to this person who has like the money and shit. And that's not saying the person with the money and clout can't help you, but that's just, you don't have access to that person. You have access to me. So it did used to like piss me off a lot that people weren't asking me questions or like taking my advice or wanting to know more about, you know what I'm saying, how I do certain things. But eventually, I just said, fuck it. It was just like, do what you want. You know what I'm saying? Like, at the end of the day, bro, hey, I hope that person gives you whatever you need, and I still stand on this. Don't double back around. You know what I'm saying? Once you step over me, don't turn around. Like, just keep it pushing and go ahead and figure out whatever the fuck you need to figure out. But don't come back to Miles like, oh, hey, Miles, I saw it. Well, okay, cool. Well, hey, I ain't got nothing to really say to you. So for me, it's just a matter of, hey, people are going to do whatever the fuck they want, and I let them.
Was it a moment? Was it a moment that hit you that you were like, all right, I got to stop feeling this way and let it go? Or just over time?
I want to say it was over time. I can't pinpoint a moment. I remember one moment that this girl,
what was her name?
This girl, she,
we want the juice. It's a small world in Atlanta. Put that hate on blast.
Girl, she was talking to me about like this filmmaker who she was like, you know, meeting with and like getting questions from and stuff, and like about like making an independent film. And I'm like sitting here like, yo, you know, I've done like at that time, I think I had done like maybe 6 films, and I'm just like, why are you like, oh, well, I just think that, you know, they're in a position that, you know what I'm saying, I want to be in, so I feel like they have like certain knowledge and stuff. And another moment was at a film festival. I was at a film festival, and you know the director of Drumline?
No.
Charles Stone was there, and everybody was surrounding him, right? Like everybody was just
as they should have been, right?
soaking.
All right, my bad.
Everybody was surrounding him and soaking in the shit. So I just see this crowd of people like surrounding this thing, just like, and I'm literally over here like at the table like eating by myself because honestly I didn't give a fuck. I was just, don't do that, nigga. All right.
No one wants to talk to me. So, fuck Christopher. What's his name? Fuck Mr. Charleston.
Hey yo. No, that's not at all.
Okay, that's not where this is headed.
I was cool. You know, I was fine, just chilling and eating. I was wondering why is everybody over there. So after I get done eating, I go over there and I sit and I'm listening in on the conversation. I'm just like, I'm looking around at everybody's faces and shit, and then I'm listening at what the fuck he's talking about. And he's like, he's not giving advice or anything. Like, he's telling like some stupid story. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I'm looking around at everybody's faces like, bro, y'all look so, what is it? Hypnotized. Like, y'all look so hypnotized by this dumbass story that this dude is saying. Like, this isn't about to help, and what you think he's about to pick one of y'all. Like, it was just like seeing the mindset that other people had. Like, I remember I sat there for like 5 minutes or maybe 2-3 minutes, and I got up and left, and I was like, get the fuck out of here. Like, what the fuck? I'm not about to sit here and listen to this dumbass shit, bro. Like, it's just so stupid. But it's like they would rather sit and listen to like this story or whatever that he was talking about and get zero from it than go and talk to your peers and, you know what I'm saying, network and, you know what I'm saying, get it that way. I'm thinking all this shit at the time. Another moment was the same festival. So I'm at one of the panels and I'm asking questions. Like, I'm one of the only niggas in the audience, like, asking questions and shit. And the chick was like, hey, you know what? Come to me after, since you're the only one person asking questions. I'm going to help you personally. I was like, cool, bet. So, boom, they end the panel. I get up and walk. Like, somebody got to her first. Oh, no, not somebody. She was just talking to, like, one of the other panelists. So I was, like, quietly waiting. You know what I'm saying? And then, like, she turned and looked at me. And then I take a step up to, like, shake her hand. And I turn around. It was, like, everybody was behind me. Oh. Like, everybody was, like, on my fucking shoulder, like, waiting to, like, either... honestly, I don't even know what the fuck they wanted, bro. But I just left. Like, I got so, like, turned off. Like, for what? What? Because it felt... It was, like, one of those, like crabs in a barrel. Like, it just felt all of these people are ready to scratch my throat to, like, get to this person. And I just don't like being in those fucking situations, man.
Oh,
like,
no, man. She singled you out to talk to her. You mid talking to her. Just walk. You didn't even talk to her?
No, I can't. Honestly, I can't remember if I ever. Honestly, I don't think I made it to talking to her.
That's crazy, man.
I just got, like, I felt.
You must have been heated.
I was, man. Like, I was.
Screw them. I got my questions asked.
I know, right? But at that time, this is 2017. Like, at that time,
yeah, it was dangerous here for you.
I was.
He was on your fuck the world shit, huh?
I was just discouraged. I don't want to say discouraged. I was just turned off. I was just like, bro, I don't fucking want to be here. Like, y'all niggas, because it pissed me, because y'all didn't say shit. Like, y'all had no questions.
People be scared to look stupid.
Yeah, bro.
Especially in this industry. You know, if you don't know one thing, you're the dumbest person in the world.
Like, I wasn't scared to ask, like, whatever question that I had and shit. So it just felt like, you know, all y'all some fuck niggas to me, bro. Because, like, why are you now bombarding me? There we go. Yeah. I asked her something, and then she started to respond, and then I just felt like breath, like on my, and I just turned around. I'm like, bro, what the fuck is this? So, like, I forget whatever question it was, but she answered it, and I just left, and I just, like, turned around. Then I just turned around and I look back, and I just see all these people. It's just like this. I don't like that, bro. Like, I'm not that guy that's once again playing the game.
It is playing the game.
I'm not that guy to fucking play the game. Like, that's just not it at all. I do want to shout out Kyrie, because he was one of the first people to, like, sit me down and, like, ask questions, like, before he did his first feature film. Like, this is before we even, like, really knew each other. This is, like, my second time meeting him. He's like, hey, you know what I'm saying, can we, like, just link up and I can ask you some questions and shit. And that felt, like, really nice. Like, that was, like, during my fourth in the moment. my fourth feature film, and yeah, he just reached out to me like to ask questions. He was the first person to do that, and I mean, not saying like on some cock shit, it did feel good, but it also felt like it made me look at him in a certain light because like, okay, you're not one of those that's just reaching out to try to find the big names and shit. Like you're reaching out to anybody who you have seen has done it. You're trying to figure some stuff out, and it just made me want to help him more and be like more open to what I'm saying, whatever the fuck he wanted to do.
Well, that's pretty cool. Shout out to Kyle Radiant, man. He was humble, you know.
Nah, very, very. Kyle's a very humble guy.
How do you feel about being humble? Just
what
curious.
I
actually am genuinely curious. How do you feel about being humble? Like, because you don't come off. I don't know. Do you? I'm speaking off the top without thinking deep, but you don't come off very humble a lot of times, you know. So, but you want people to be humble to you. So it's like, how do you?
Yeah, humble your fucking selves, niggas. Fuck you thought this was fucking peasants.
Lucky I walked in this bitch.
Fuck you talking about? Look down, motherfucker.
Don't look at me in the eye.
Don't look at me, nigga. Fuck you thought this was? I get what you're saying.
Okay, I'm not crazy.
I try to come off as more confident than cocky.
I feel.
But if I'm ever cocky, I'm trying to joke. You know what I'm saying? I am trying to actually have this cocky demeanor. But I am a very confident individual in who I am and what I can do. But I think humbleness is a big part of even like who I am. Like I don't like talking about myself, you know what I'm saying? Even when I do like these once a year fucking interviews, it's mainly because I don't talk about myself. Like I don't go into depth about like certain shit, you know what I'm saying, to people or like even in public and stuff. So it's like a matter of, and I just look at that because I just don't like to talk about myself. And I you know what I'm saying, I feel like it is a certain humbleness that needs to be there kind of with everybody. And whenever I see that in people, whenever I don't see that in people, when I see the humbleness isn't there in people, then I stay the fuck away from them. If you look at most of the people that I have around me, like they're all very humble people. Like they're all very nice, kind people. Because those are the kind of people that, you know what I'm saying, I gravitate towards.
Right,
like
right.
A lot of people that I have felt falling off with is because, well, not just because, but their humbleness isn't like truly there. You know what I'm saying? I think I have a good gift of like feeling people out and stuff. And most of the people, and I'm very confident, like 95% of the people that I stay around, they're very humble and nice and kind-hearted people. So humbleness is a very big thing for me, man. I like to joke a lot, so I can understand if somebody thinks I'm cocky.
Right.
But
from the outside looking at it, don't know you.
Yeah, I can completely get that. But most of the time, man, it's just jokes. I don't like talking about myself.
Huh. All right, man. So you work with friends.
Yeah.
How do you okay. All right. Well, that answers the next part of this. All right. Here we go. Let me put this together. All right. Do you like and or prefer to work with friends, or are you just getting some cheap labor out of me?
Oh shit.
That's a real question, but yeah, man. So it's like, well, because you can do a lot. You can get a give and pull with a lot of friends. You know what I mean? Like, but do you actually like working with friends? Because I know it creates problems working with people you actually know.
All right. So as far as working with friends, I prefer it.
Oh, you do?
Like my first movie I made was with my best friends in college. So one of the reasons why I consider myself to be different than like a lot of these directors out here is because of how I got into filmmaking. You know what I'm saying? Like I got into this working with my friends. Like the crew was my friends. Mm-hmm. So when I'm, out here on set and doing things, it's like, these are people that I've known for years and like I'm doing things with. So when it comes time to actually finding other people and working with people that I've never worked with, that does give me anxiety because that's not my normal. My normal in my beginnings were working with friends. So I prefer to work with friends. And we've talked about this before, but you just can't work with everybody because not everybody has that same understanding of the friendship and the business. One thing I'll shout out Peggy with this, like one thing I respect with her a lot is whenever like she comes on set with me, like she knows like that line, like she'll treat it as I'm friends with Miles, but right now like this is my boss, like this is somebody who what I'm saying, he has instructions for me and I need to be like doing my job and stuff. And that's kind of the mindset and preference that I have with the type of friends that I work with. You just have to know and have an understanding of the environment that we're in, the professionalism, the fun, the job that you do, like just all of that good stuff. So I prefer the homies. It's never even about the labor. It's about my comfortability. Definitely. Like that's another thing. Like with my sets and stuff. Like I'm so comfortable, and I'm able to make other people comfortable because I'm comfortable around y'all. Because I enjoy being around y'all. Like you can tell when you enjoy being around somebody, and then you're just working with somebody. Like I enjoy being on my sets and being around my friends and being able to have these conversations and work with them. Like that's so fun to me. I truly, like I don't think I would love filmmaking as much if it wasn't like that.
I know. I feel you. Right.
Like if I was on different sets with different people, like every other movie and shit, it's like, you get to know new people. Yeah, cool. And you're with them for like 2-3 weeks and then boom, it's done. No, I like seeing, people over. I enjoyed working with that person on this set. I want to work with them again. You know what I'm saying? I enjoy their company. I enjoy their energy. So for me, it is a big thing working with friends. I think friends has been a foundation of SVS since its inception. The very first shot of my very first SVS video was done by my best friend in high school. So it's always been friends for me. And I think that's another testament to just how like SVS is ran and kind of what makes the sets different and kind of how I operate. Because when I'm on other sets or I get hired to do other sets, when I say people be talking so much shit about everybody because you ain't friends with these people, so it's like the prop department talking about the grips, you know what I'm saying? Yep. Gaffer talking about the DP. They just their first time working together and them man, and all this pussy nigga man. God damn, bro. Oh man, you know what I'm saying? You do it. Like, it's so much anger between
it is, man.
Like everybody's getting paid, so it's like everybody's keeping it, but once again you can tell when you're working with somebody and you enjoy somebody.
True that.
And a lot of times on a lot of these sets, people are just working with people.
I think that's what.
I believe a lot on my sets, people enjoy the people. Like
True that,
people
man.
love like being there and stuff. And the only thing that is missing, honestly, is the money. Like when I'm able to honestly pay everybody, and that's kind of like one of my goals for this year as well. Like I think I'm finally going to be able to start, like, not, I ain't retiring nobody. Keep your jobs, niggas. But, you know what I'm saying? It won't always just be like, come do it for the love kind of deal. Hey, I got a little something for you. So, you know what I'm saying? Come out and, do it because I do appreciate you. I do value you. I value your time and all of that. I just haven't had the budget to be able to pay. But, these budgets are getting bigger and more money is coming in. So it will be a matter of, hey, look, I really want you here, here, this is what I can do as far as, a payment and all of this good stuff. And, if it works out, like, I'd rather be able, and I want to be able to pay my friends. Like, I want to be able to put money in their pocket. Like, something that I'm still figuring it out, but that was going to be like my first Instagram caption when I come back was being in a position of opportunity. Like being able to, I've given a lot of people opportunities, but now those opportunities are changing. Now it's a matter of I'm being able to, fund people. I'm being able to put money in people's pockets, and I take those opportunities even more serious than obviously just coming on my set. Like if I'm being able to pay you and do certain things, it's like I'm going to be so much more decisive as far as like who I allow like in those positions because I want the top tier now. Like, I appreciate all y'all and I value all y'all are my friends and all that good stuff. But now I need my friends that really deserve these opportunities of, shelling out this payment and this money and stuff. But friends, man, that's like always just it's like a unspoken cornerstone of SVS.
Yeah. I mean, I know that, but you know.
Yeah, I know. You're just telling the people, right? At home or
For those that ain't work with you. Yeah, hey, man. Has that ever backfired? Working with friends?
all the time.
Oh,
Nigga,
does
shit,
it? Like,
yeah.
how? Like,
Wait,
got
what?
any stories?
Oh, do you know of it?
I don't know anything.
You don't know any stories?
No.
How long have you known me for? What, 7?
Yeah, and
8
I
years?
still don't. That's crazy. Yeah. So
You
what?
don't know any stories?
Yeah, I still don't know. So anyway, man, what stories you got? Anybody like ever just like piss you off while work? You was like, man, I broke bread with this dude, man, and now I stabbing him in the throat. Any of those?
Huh. I mean, yeah, there's plenty.
Oh, word?
And here, this nigga, I cannot, bro. You want me to say names? You want to go down the list, nigga? This nigga, that nigga,
say
names. Yeah, man. And what I want to say to that, honestly, is because a lot of times, whenever I'll have an issue with the friend, some of my other friends will be like, "Oh, you know, I feel so sad because you're like losing friends and stuff." I don't want this to sound insensitive.
All right.
But the ratio of friends that I have to friends that I lose is so far apart that it's like I don't know if people like truly get it.
Definitely.
Like they'll look at, oh man, you got a problem with this friend and this friend. It's like, oh my gosh, it's so many. It's 2-3 people out of the 200 people I consider to be close friends. Not even the 300-400 that are like my associates and that I'm just around. Like, I'm never, don't get me wrong, I'm not saying it doesn't hurt sometimes, like whenever I like lose friends
Of course,
or anything like that. But in the grand scope of things, I think the way I look at it is, once again, I don't want to sound insensitive, but something that I hear from my friends is it's hard to make friends. I've never had that problem in my life.
Yeah, I believe it. Yeah.
Like not.
Hey man, you make friends. You know? It's a gift.
Not in elementary, middle, high school, college, and then even in Atlanta. And even when I came to Atlanta, I was never worried. But I only knew like 3 people here. Like when I left college and like came here to Atlanta, I was never worried about friends, because even like the 3 friends that I had, like they were my homies. Like these were my close friends. So it's like, to me, I never need a lot of friends. I just always end up, you know, having, you know what I'm saying, a lot of friends and shit. So whenever I have somebody that I, you know, come into an issue with and, you know, we end up not being friends anymore, yes, it sucks, but my nigga, it's not the end of me. Like, it's never, ever been, you know what I'm saying, the end of me. And I feel like other people take it so much harder than I do. Because for one, I think they're looking at it if it was their life. Like, if you got 5 friends and you lose one, damn, you lost a finger. You know what I'm saying? You got 4 fingers left. But for me, if you know, if I lose a friend, it's just a, you know what I'm saying, it's a friend loss. It's an unfortunate situation. But I don't, like I said, I don't take it as heavy as my other friends do. And I think that's just
it's an interesting way of looking at it.
Yeah, it's just like I said, I don't want it to sound like so insensitive or anything, man. But it's just I don't know. It's just a fact. Like I don't know how to kind of dress it up any other way. It just doesn't affect me as much as it does other people. But yeah, there are so many situations, man, that, you know what I'm saying, that, you know, some I regret, some I don't give a fuck about, like, that as far as like how the situation happened and like how it was handled. And I do, you know, I'm a very accountable person. Like I self-analyze like so much. So if I come across a situation that I'm thinking about it, like, damn, you know, I was really in the wrong. Like I was wrong of how I did this and I should apologize. And I don't like, even if we don't be friends again, like I don't mind apologizing, because for me the apology is for me. Like an apology, a lot of times, like it would be more so for me to just like clear my conscience. Like I need you to know that I am sorry and I apologize. Like this isn't that wasn't okay for what I did. I take accountability for my actions, and you know what I'm saying, I'm sorry. And if they forgive me, cool. If not, I mean, it sucks. It is what it is, and you just gotta, you know, freaking move on. But you know, some of the other situations, it's like, yeah, that's just dead in the water. You know what I'm saying? No coming back from that. It is what the freak it is. But it's, once again, it's none of those situations where it's going to happen.
It's going to happen.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's going to happen. And another thing, like, I just want to tell my fucking friends, it's like, bro, this isn't, I guess it's just not as a big a deal as, you know what I'm saying, y'all make it sometimes. Because y'all make it seem like it's just such this, oh no, my gosh, this person, and you lost this person. It's like, bro, it's okay. You know what I'm saying? It's one of the perils of, you know what I'm saying, working with your friends. Like, it happens. So like I said, the ratio of me successfully working with friends to the ratio of me unsuccessfully working with friends is so different that it, you know what I'm saying, it's not a factor to me. Let's say if I've lost, in the past 10 years, if I've lost 10 friends, I've worked with over, you know, 150 people. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's 150 people that will work with me again. Those 10 may not, but those 150 will. I'm not looking at it like, oh no, because I was just talking to this person and she was just like, oh, you know, this friend and this friend. I'm just like, I'll be fine. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's okay. And for me, especially if the other friend is in the wrong, I'm glad they're showing me who the fuck they are. You know what I'm saying? I'm glad I'm seeing, like, this from them, because I don't want them around me. I was telling this person, like, I tell people this all the time, like, I am very particular about who the fuck I allow around me in my circle. And sometimes I can be over dramatic, or, like, you know, be on the edge about certain shit, because that's so important to me. Like, who the fuck I allow to be near me in my circle, know certain information, that's so important to me, and I don't take it lightly at all. That's something that I don't know if I'll ever won't be dramatic about, because it's so important to me, and I'm so protective of my friends. Like, I don't want you to be around jackasses and people who, you know what I'm saying, you shouldn't be around, or are going to take advantage of you, or don't, you know, treat you like you should be treated, or don't value you. Like, I'm protective of all of that. And that's something that can very easily and quickly get me pissed the fuck off.
How do you think you're able to make so many friends? Because not a lot of people can do that, you know? Well, what do you think is so unique about you?
What's so unique is, wow. I asked one of my longest friends that, like, a couple years ago. Her answer was, you make people, like I do, I said, like, just you make people feel comfortable. Like, you make people feel like they don't have to be somebody else. Like, they don't have to be a facade. And because I was wondering it, like, myself, like, now I'm once again no cocky shit, but once again, this is around time I'm just hearing all from all my friends, like, well, I don't got a lot of friends, and I don't know this, and it's just like, I've never said that in my life. Like, I've never had to, I guess, experience that. But, so yeah, I asked her, and it made sense, but it was also one of those things of, it's not like I'm trying. You know what I'm saying? It's not like I'm necessarily,
right. Yeah.
You know, trying to make friends. It's just literally just naturally being myself. And I can understand, I guess, just my natural personality just makes people, I feel like I make people feel better about themselves. Like,
you know what?
I feel like
that might be the secret.
I feel like I make people look at me like, oh, Miles is weird and odd, and he says, like, these things.
Oh, that's the way. Okay.
What did you
I thought you did just.
This guy's a loser.
Oh, I'm better than that shit. I love Miles. He makes me feel great.
He's a 5, I'm a 10. Yo.
I just thought maybe you were saying some good things to them, or some uplifting
I'm
things.
just saying that I think my odd personality makes people feel like they can be odd too. You know
Yeah, I feel you. Right.
I think when you're around a lot of people who are just, like, super suave and cool and just, you know, calm, cool, and collected, it's like you don't want to be the weirdo.
Right.
You don't want to say something weird. But when you're around Miles, it's like, oh, well, Miles already took care of that. He already said something weird. So whatever I say is just not going to be as bad as whatever he said. So, hey, yeah, we're cool. We're cool. Yeah, everything's great.
Yeah, you're right.
So it's like, maybe that is as well, man. But I don't know, man. Ever since elementary school, bro, like, you know, you get a new class like every like year and shit. And it will always, like, everybody would always be like my fucking friend. And like, not even just friend, bro. Like want to be close friends. You know what I'm saying? Like, want to be like super close. And yeah, I don't know. I guess it's just, it's just, that's, I guess, a natural thing, I guess. Which, once again, to all of my fucking friends that I have, like, it's, you know, I thank y'all. You know what I'm saying? Like, I say this from the bottom of my heart. I say this, like, on the 10-year anniversary. Like, my strength is my friends. Like, for me to be able to have, like, all of these friends and, like, this network and all of these, like, crosses of life and stuff, it's the best thing that I have for SBS. I wouldn't be able to do 14 movies if I didn't have like all of these friends like through all these different walks of life. And I feel guilty a lot of times, man, because I'm not able to give. You know what I'm saying? If I have 50 close friends, you know what I'm saying, I'm not able to give that. Even to here, man, like one of my longest friends, I was just talking to her like yesterday. And I haven't like talked to her like in months, and I just be feeling so bad and guilty because I'm like, damn, I can't give her, I guess, the friendship that, you know, we used to have or normally had, and it makes me feel like shit a lot of times. This girl Vicky, you met Vicky?
Yeah,
Vicky, I freaking love Vicky, man. Like, that's another good friend that I have, but she lives so fucking far away, and I'm not always able to, you know, talk to her and stuff, and she be making me feel guilty like a lot of times. And it's not like an on purpose thing. Like, I never want any of my friends to charge it to my heart if I'm not
I feel you,
spending time or talking to them or checking up on them or any of that, man.
I know.
Luckily, I want to say like good 85% of my friends understand like what the fuck I'm doing with my life. And like whenever I tell them like I feel guilty and I'm sorry, you know, I haven't checked up on you and stuff, they're like, well, we know what you're doing. You know what I'm saying? We get that you're busy and, you know what I'm saying, you're going after it. Because I feel like they're waiting for that favor when I do get when that money do start coming in. Hey,
probably. Remember
when you said you felt guilty, nigga? No need to feel guilty no more. But I love my friends, man. I feel you. It's one of those things that I truly, like, I don't take advantage of. Like, I have genuine, true care and love, like, for my friends. And I think that's why sometimes it does hurt so much when I do, like, fall out with a friend or get betrayed by a friend or feel betrayed by a friend. Like, I get triggered. And it, you know, I get angry and it hurts because of how much I genuinely like love y'all. Like, I genuinely have like care for y'all, and, you know what I'm saying, will literally do anything for y'all. I don't say no much to my friends, if any, at any point.
I do feel you. I can attest to that.
Love my peeps, man.
Who are some of your favorite peeps?
Oh.
They on the top of that list, you know, like who up there, you know, so no. So everybody that ain't on it.
This is in no order. That's not even. There's no top five. This is no.
Who comes to mind first? You know.
Who's the first one? When I say that question, who's the first one that came up?
1, 2, 3. Who you think?
I'll say you was the first person that came up. What's going on, man? Is it the fan? You good? What's happening, man? What's going on?
Nothing. I didn't know I could still feel things. That's crazy. What is this?
Hey, I didn't know I could feel.
Hey, man.
It's crazy.
It's been a rough few years, man. Well, no, I actually appreciate it, man. Right.
What's going on?
So fucking, what the fuck is this?
Hey, yo.
No, I appreciate it, man. And not likewise, brother. Like, you know, plenty of time I showed up and I tell you, hey, man, I'm here for you. I'm not here to And on days that, I learned to stop complaining as much, but damn, I'm tired. Like, I am dog tired. I'm here for you, brother. I'm not here to make whatever money. I'm just here to help. But I feel you. Who else you got, man? You got a long list.
Huh?
You got a long list of friends to go through. Who else on your list, man?
And I would feel terrible. So we're just gonna, do it like this,
Check
brother.
your recent calls, huh?
Call last, brother. That's all. Shit.
That's funny.
Okay, of course, Regina.
Okay, she's great.
That is my darling. Been trying to be besties with her for fucking 2 years.
Nice.
Finally made it.
What do you like about her?
It's one of those things. Man, why are you kidding me?
I just asked.
Fucking me up.
How? It's very easy to answer.
Her energy, man.
Okay,
Regina's energy is, well, for one, her talent. Her talent is what
True.
Like made me want to be friends with her, get to know her better.
Yeah, right.
And then like her energy, man, she really is like such a sweet and kind person. Like I said, those are the kind of friends that I really gravitate towards and try to keep around me and stuff. But yeah, no, I value her like as a friend and really appreciate like her energy and her dramatics. She's just quite like literally, and I just didn't know this until I guess we got closer, but she's so dramatic.
I've met her a few times.
Literally, even saying this, I'm thinking about her face, like watching you saying this, like.
Oh man,
The dramatics are top tier, and they can just be really entertaining sometimes. It can just be really like, wow, she's really like, this is her as a person.
Mm-hmm.
Kyrie is definitely one of the
good dude, man.
The close homies. Afo is becoming one of the close homies, man. I really do fucks with Afo.
Good dude.
I think he has a lot of potential, and he's also he is like he's a solid dude. You know what I'm saying? Like as far as like a person, the amount of times we use this nigga's place at this point is I might as well paid rent because I use his place like so freaking much, and it was always like, I mean, he'd say damn or whatever, but he was still, you know what I'm saying, eventually let us like use it, and
he's dedicated.
I've said it before, man, but how much I appreciate him for letting us use his place, like it honestly just goes hopefully unsaid. David Brown, man, that's a homie from college, man. That's like my bro. Like I'm definitely like super solid with him, man. I've been since like 2012. No, that's been like a long friend.
That's a while ago.
Another thing like I want to point out is a lot of people be thinking or like talking about when I like fall out with friends, like these friends that I may have known for like a year or two and stuff. And once again, in my mind, I'm like, I don't know if y'all understand like how many long-term friends I have. Like I have friends from years back, like that I'm still cool with and constant communication with. Like these are my brothers, like my sisters at this point. Like these are my peeps. And that's something I forget to who, but I wanted to say to somebody because I'm like, I wouldn't be so concerned about just these, these people. For when these people I meet in 1 or 2 years and friendship don't work out, I'm going to meet somebody else and 5 people are going to like take their place. And you know what I'm saying? There's going to be another 1 or 2 years or whatever. But for me, I told a friend like years ago, like once we make it to like that 5-6 year mark, we're friends for life.
Yeah, that's
like,
a good mark. Yeah.
We are able to make it consistently being friends at 5, 6, 7 years. Like we're friends. Like we're friends for life. There is no falling out. We may even have a falling out or may not talk to each other for a minute, but that's a friendship that, in my mind, should always come back, and you'll still be friends forever. Unless somebody just did something super foul, right. And you probably shouldn't have been friends with their ass from the jump. Kiana. You met Kiana?
I have,
yeah. Cool. Kiana, that is my dog. Like that is like my big sis, to be honest. Like that's the homie for life. Always been solid, always been real. Freaking love her to death, man. I mean, Ken is a solid homie.
Of course. Yeah, he's a good dude, man. Dang.
Yeah, no, really, fuck with Ken. Ken has always been solid, like, since we have met. Always, never really, you know what I'm saying, let me down kind of deal.
It was not as long as I thought. What about Josephine, man? She's great, right? You know, what about... Let me help you out here. You know, but no, man, I get it. We all know it's a bunch of people. Everybody knows this, man. You know, and I really just did that to put you on the spot because I knew this was eventually gonna happen. He was gonna run out of people. Now everybody that didn't get mentioned.
Well, you said like close friends.
I did.
I love
know.
Me some Josephine, but you know what I'm saying.
I know you just
we haven't really talked as much like in the past, maybe like 2-3 years. And
damn.
Stuff, but
oh man. Okay.
Yeah, for her to even do Love in the Candle.
Yeah, I was surprised to see her there. Yeah.
Yeah. I just thought of her and was like, you know, it'd be nice to work with Josephine again. But I love me some Josephine, and hopefully we can get back closer and
I feel you.
know what I'm saying, get that friendship back there. But I mean, yeah, those people I kind of just said are. I was thinking about this before. Like, it's hard for me to, because I forget who asked, but someone was like, "Who's your best friend? Like, who's your the one friend?" And I was like,
"Hey, Regina."
I don't think.
I think she asked.
Oh,
she asked that. I think.
What, was you there?
I think she told me she asked you that. I forgot in what setting though. I don't know where.
She said at the Love in the Candle.
It had to be. That's when I seen.
Yeah, because it was at the top of the interview.
Yeah,
she did. She did ask me that, and I told her like it's hard to just give an answer because it's so many different. Well, she was like, who do you go to when you have a problem? Like, who do you talk to? And I was like, it depends on the problem. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's genuinely, it's so many different friends through different walks of life that I have it's hard to just pinpoint like one best friend. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've just met so many people over the years, and I've developed these different kind of relationships over the years that I consider I feel like I have a lot of best friends. Like, I have a lot of people.
I totally agree.
I can like, you know, go to or ask or vent to and talk to about like certain things, and it's just hard to put it even in a list of like, oh, these are my close friends, because it's like I have a lot of close friends.
I feel you. That's a talent.
Loyalty. Let me talk about that real quick.
Okay,
brother.
go for it.
Yeah, I just thought about that.
Yeah, all right. Excuse me. Go for it, man. Get it off your chest.
Hey, man. One thing about me, I am a very loyal individual.
You are.
And another thing that always comes up when these friends, you know, start falling out, or, you know, I start losing these friendships with people, they're like, once again, they're looking at it as, oh, no, you're losing these friends and stuff. And I can't iterate enough, like I said, these long friendships that I have, that the basis of it is loyalty. I don't have to question nor wonder about their loyalty. If I don't fuck with somebody, they don't fuck with somebody. If they don't fuck with somebody, I don't fuck with somebody. It's literally that simple. Why you laughing?
No reason. But I feel you. I think I feel you.
It's that simple to me. And I've always been that kind of guy. And it was a point where I didn't understand anybody who didn't understand that concept. Like, it pissed me off. Because people would be like, well, just because you don't fuck with them doesn't mean I don't have to fuck with them. And for me, it was like, nah, nigga, that's exactly what the fuck you mean. What you talking about, bro? I don't like them. You don't like them. That's how this shit fucking works. If you don't like somebody, I don't like them, nigga. That's how this shit fucking works.
Goodness. Mob gang mentality, huh? That shit.
Ass, nigga. This is it. One for all for one around here, nigga. You know what I'm saying?
What in the world?
Especially when I came to Atlanta, and you know what I'm saying, I didn't have like as many friends here and shit. I couldn't expect that loyalty, but then I also grew and I learned that it can't always be like that. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
like,
okay, what changed your mind on that? Because I remember you were that way.
I'm still working on myself.
Goodness.
I don't have it as bad as I did.
Woo.
Hey, I can acknowledge
that
I know it's not right, but I'm not gonna be blind to that. It doesn't still make me feel a kind of way. So it does still make me feel a kind of way sometimes, but I'm working on myself, and I'm really trying to not let that necessarily affect me or how I look at, you know, somebody else. What happened though was I was in college. I had a group, you know, a team, an SBS team. 2 people decided to leave the team, and shit kind of started getting ugly, necessarily. Because, I mean, looking back at it as a grown man, I was hurt, you know what I'm saying, that they decided to leave the team and they wanted to, like, do their own thing. And then they started copying our shit. Like, they started, like, like, copying the SBS style, like, type shit. And, yeah, so it was an issue between me and them. And then I leave school, like, I drop out, and then, but the other people on the SBS team were still there. And during that time, it was so intense, you had to choose a side. You know what I'm saying? It was like, either you fuck with them or you fuck with me. Like, there was no, it was like, whose side you on? You fuck with, you with Miles? Okay, cool. You know what I'm saying? I can fuck with you. I remember literally people telling me, oh yeah, they came to me and asked me, like, to do a video, but I told them I rock with SVS, so I can't, like, do that. And I was like, my dog. You know what I'm saying? Come on. You got to knight the motherfucker. Yeah, all right, cool. No doubt.
Goodness gracious.
Yeah, so that situation was happening, and then the people who were loyal to me would hit me up and tell me that, hey, we saw some of your team members talking to these other people who left the team, and it pissed me off. It angered me because for me, I look at it as, obviously, and this is what the growing that I've done, there's levels to it. It depends on the severity of how bad you don't like them and what the other person did, in my opinion. Yeah. So with them, they were talking shit about me. Like they were, you know what I'm saying? They were destroying my character, talking about my names, all of the people who, you know, rock with them. Like they, you know what I'm saying? They didn't have good things to say about me. So in my mind, why would you be okay with going and talking to somebody who says Miles is a bitch? Like, you're okay with chatting it up, dapping them up, and, you know, they're talking about this person who's your friend. That
is messed up.
That bothered me to the core. And I remember kind of blowing up on them and, like, telling them, like, bro, like, what, like, this isn't okay. Like, why do y'all think this is okay? Like, I'm trying to have a grown conversation with y'all, but, like, why? Like, this shit hurts me, bro. Like, you literally dapping it up and kikiing with this nigga who is talking shit about me and damn near tried to fucking fight me and shit. Like, you think this is okay to do? And, like, their explanation was just like, you know, I understand how you feel, man, but, like, you know what I'm saying? It wasn't me. You know what I'm saying? Like, it wasn't, yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Now they just, all right.
It wasn't, you know what I'm saying? It was, no, not like it wasn't me hanging out. It was like, he doesn't have a problem with me. Like, yeah, like they don't have a problem with me.
You got a new enemy.
I was like, yo, it wasn't me, man. Like, they don't got a problem with me and all. So I'm just like, and I said the same example, like, bro, so this dude has a problem with me. Like, so you don't think that there's a kind of, you know, conflict of fucking interest? Like, you know what I'm saying? Being around this person or hanging with this person, it's like, it just, the type of person I am, I never respected it. Like, I was never that kind of person. I'm a loyal to a fault kind of nigga. Like, I'm the type to fight for my friend. You ain't even got to fucking fight. Sit down. I'm about to whip this nigga's ass. Like, I'm that kind of fucking person. Like, from that kind of
I feel you. That's a good thing.
And I always expected that or wanted that from other people. So it was that moment, that situation that made me kind of realize everybody just isn't like that. And these are good people. These are my homies. I wouldn't want to stop being friends with them for this particular situation. And that's kind of where my growth started, to where I didn't let it to continue to affect me as bad.
As bad.
Yeah, because obviously if I don't fuck with somebody, I don't want my friends to fuck with them. Like, I don't want...
Right.
At least I don't want them to be around them. You know what I'm saying? Like, but once again, it depends on the severity. It could just be somebody that I just casually, I don't really rock with. They ain't really did nothing to me or nothing. It's just like, I don't, you know what I'm saying? I'd rather not be around them kind of deal. But if it's somebody who literally either did something to me, disrespected me, you know what I'm saying? They didn't think of that nature. That's what I'm still working on. Like, I don't want my people to be around that person. Like, I don't want you to think that's okay, you know what I'm saying, to be around somebody who's talking shit about your friend. Like, that's something that is still hard for me to, like, be okay with. Like, because once I see you with them, I don't want to be around you.
Nah, I feel you, right.
Because you think that's okay. You think this person is cool, even though, like, I had this issue with him. Well, go be with that person. Don't hit me up. Don't text me. Don't talk to me. We done. Like, it's whatever. Because I'm that kind of friend. I'm that loyal to a fault friend. I expect loyalty from my friends. So all of that, these long-term friendships that I have and stuff, the basis of all of that is loyalty. Like, at the end of the day, I've been friends with these people for so long because they are loyal to me and I'm loyal to them. If I got a problem, they got a problem. If they don't like somebody, I don't like somebody. If I don't like somebody, they don't like somebody. And it's literally that fucking simple.
Simple as that, man.
All of these other motherfuckers is where it's like, all right, man, you know what I'm saying? But once again, like we talked about it earlier, just people having that desire to be liked. Like, it's just that literal desire to,
you're right,
you know, just be liked and accepted by somebody because you can't take somebody not liking you or having an issue with you. And for me, that, like I said, that's just a concept that since 2017, not since I was 17, I haven't given a fuck about. Like, I don't give a fuck who likes me and who doesn't. Like I said at the beginning, I would rather you not like me for the truth and not a lie. But at the end of the day, I don't give a fuck if you like me or not. But so many people of my, you know, more recent friends, they just aren't able to grasp that concept. It's still so much a matter of, I want to be accepted. I want to be liked. I want this person to like me. And once again, if you don't have like as many friends as me, or you don't have like a lot of friends, it's like, you know, every person counts. You know what I'm saying? Just because Miles has a problem with this person, well, I don't want to have a problem with this person because I want this person to like me, and I want,
especially in this industry,
this friend. Yes, man, that's the other thing. Like, you
friends matter
about. You worried about fucking work and all of this other shit, and it's like, I get it. And to my friends, I am still trying to work on myself with that, but I just want people to understand my perspective when it comes to that. Like, it is hard for me because of the type of person that I am and the loyalty that I have to my friends to see my friends with somebody that I don't fuck with or I don't like or just don't necessarily like want to be around, and, you know what I'm saying, just letting it be. Like, you know what I'm saying? So to me, it's just a severity of it. But at the end of the day, something I just will never and can't tolerate is if somebody's talking shit about me or painting me in a bad light, and either you're not defending me, or if you're not defending me, then like you shouldn't be around them. Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't see me ever tolerating that shit.
No, I feel.
If you're gonna be around them, cool, work with them, cool, is business, whatever, do your fucking thing. But if I become the topic of discussion and they're making me look a certain way and painting me in this certain fucking light, either you stop the shit or you stop fucking with them. That is, at the end, I can't tolerate anything else. Like, I'm not.
No negotiations on that. And it shouldn't be. I mean, like, I feel.
Like, I'm not about to say somebody talk about Marcel like in front of my face and, you know what I'm saying some negative shit about him. Yeah, man, motherfucker. Hey, get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, you know, especially when you know the person. Like, I don't know, what bad are you really saying about, in your case, Miles, like what did he really do? It probably was your ass, you know what I mean? From my history of knowing you.
Yeah, no, that same thing fucking Apple said the other day. It was like, bro, for somebody to say or paint me in like such this negative light, if you know me, if we're friends, you should be second guessing everything that motherfucker's saying.
Right.
Like, everything that motherfucker's saying. And come to Miles, tell me whatever the fuck they said, and you know what you gonna get from me, nigga. Whatever the fuck actually happened, hey, here's the full fucking story. And, you know, you can come to your conclusion if you feel like I'm wrong or fucking not. But if anybody is ever saying some mischaracter, some negative, some I did something super wrong to them. There's not a lot of situations in my life that I have done these things. I'm not perfect. I've definitely there's definitely people out there I can understand that they hate me, but once again, it's the ratio of 5 people out of 500 people. You know what I'm saying? I've made mistakes like in my life and stuff, but that's not the normal. That's not. I don't treat people like shit. I don't talk negative about people unless the negative is the fact, like it's the actual truth, and I can show you like what the fuck is going on. I'm not harassing people. I'm not doing things to make people uncomfortable. If I've ever made anybody uncomfortable, that like my whole goal is to make you comfortable. So if I've ever made anybody uncomfortable, then that's just kind of the worst thing that you can even like say to me, because I would do anything to rectify that. I would never want anybody leaving my set feeling like I made them uncomfortable. So if anybody's saying any of these kind of things, you should be looking at them with a grain of salt. Like, I don't know if this is the whole story. You know what I'm saying? I'll listen to it, you know, I'll take it in, but I'm going straight to Miles and I'm like, I'm talking to him and shit. If you're listening to the whole story and then you like, oh yeah, nah, Miles tripping, that ain't go out. Oh, you, alright. Alright.
I feel you.
You was never a friend, nigga.
Yeah. True that.
You was always a foe.
Man, okay, for the sake of time, brother, one more question. Every year you go on a social media fast. Why? And what does it do for you? Like, why do you do that? When did you start it? Like, the whole backstory on this.
2020.
Okay.
2020 was the first time. And I mean, I was depressed. I was not. I didn't feel right in my mind. Like, I felt like I was going like crazy and shit. Like 2020 was a big year as far as like we did so fucking much, like so much work. We recorded the 10-year documentary. We made social. I put out an album. There were so many like little videos and stuff that we did like throughout that entire year. And then I also I started seeing this girl, you know what I'm saying? And it wasn't a great situation. It ended up like breaking my heart and shit, and it just put me in depression on top of trying to, you know, keep SBS afloat. And so I'm so addicted to Instagram. Like, that's my favorite social media app. And I just said to myself, like, bro, I need a break. Like, I just need to disappear. So I took the last month of 2020 off, like December. And then I came back in January. And in 2021, I just realized that was not enough time. Like, I needed more time. Like, I'm still, you know, fucked up in the head. I'm still, like, slightly depressed. And 2021 was just, like, a hard fucking year. And then that end of that year, that's when I took that full break. Like, I took October, November, and December off. And I didn't really feel normal until December, because I was doing the work on myself. Like, I was trying to figure out, why do I feel like this? Why? What is going on? Like, I need to get back to, like, regular Miles. And finally, in December of 2021, that's when I started to feel like myself again. And I just started to, you know, saying, be happy and stuff. And that's when I decided the schedule of SBS season. That's when I was like, I really enjoyed this fast. I enjoyed this break from social media and being away from everybody. And at that time, like, I went to Augusta, so I was really out of fucking Atlanta. Like, I wasn't reachable at all to people, and I was just literally, you know, meditating and centering myself and getting, you know what I'm saying, back to the regular Miles. And that's when, I came to the decision of, okay, SBS season will be from January, February to September, October, and then my break will be from September, October to the end of December, depending on like the schedules and stuff. And that's how it's kind of been since 2021. And it's just something that I literally look forward to now. Like, I need that sit down break. Like, before then, I never took breaks. My nigga, I was gang, nigga. All right, I was 10 years straight. I was on it, nigga. Like, there was every day was a constant. Let's get to fucking work. Let's do something for SBS. And I just needed a mental break. Like, I needed to sit my ass the fuck down and just give myself time to fully recharge and re-energize and get back to, you know, my quote unquote like regular self. And that's kind of what it was, man. And that's kind of now the schedule for SBS season. That's when SBS season's kind of like technically even started, like
the
branding of an SBS season. And yeah, it's just kind of snowballed from there, and now it's kind of just been the norm. And of course, I meet new people every year, so it's like I always have to re-explain everything.
I was talking to somebody, and they was like, "Yeah, Miles ain't on social media anymore." I'm like, "No, he's taking a break. He'll be back." So
and I'm happy that I meet more and more people every year. So like the new people who don't know, like they'll ask, the people who know, and like they'll just explain it. But it's always whenever it's like the day I do it. In the week of that I get off social media, I always get calls and texts like, "Hey, did you block me? Like, hey, what's going on? Hey, bro, like, is it beef? Like, what's going on? You don't fuck me?" Like, I'm just like, bro, I deactivated my Instagram. You know what I'm saying? I hung on, but it's like foolproof, nigga. Every single time somebody is calling me or texting me. I think the quickest this time. It was like 10 minutes after I deactivated my shit. Somebody had called me like, "Hey, did you block me?" I was like, "Damn, nigga, that shit just happened, bro. Like, what? What is going on? Like, how did you already get to my page? Like, what?"
I was a good friend that they called you and asked,
Yeah, because other people just naturally assume. Like other people in the past, have just been like, "Oh, we're Miles. Oh, well, fuck Miles. He blocked me. Oh, fuck you. I ain't want to follow you no way."
That's the way I would have went. But like,
other people will just once again they'll ask like, other people like, "Hey, like, can you see Miles' page or whatever?"
Everything but call you and just find out.
Yeah, like literally just trying to figure out like what's going on, man. But it is needed, bro. Like it is something
I feel you. More people should do it.
Enjoy.
Yeah.
And look forward to. Especially last year, it was just so much that we did, bro. Like I was around loving a candle. I was like looking forward to fucking. Like I can't wait to take this break. Damn. And this break was so. It wasn't a normal SBS break because I had so much that I had to do. Like still do. Like I was still working for a month after the end of SBS season. So it was like, even though I was off of social media, I was still kind of like drained and I wasn't, working or nothing. Because what I'm supposed to do in my off season is just chill. I'm just supposed to sit, relax, binge watch a bunch of shit. You know what I'm saying? But I literally didn't really get to do that until kind of the end of November. Like that's when I was able to actually, just sit on my couch, relax, be in my drawers and just fucking, watch some shit. But there was just so much. That's kind of why this SBS season has started later, because I just felt like I needed more time to actually just chill and relax before I just come back and start popping shit off. Like I just felt like I needed the more time to just sit, bro.
I feel you. How do you do it? Do you actually delete the app off your phone? You said you deactivated your account. Like, I guess I ain't never done it. So you just deactivate the account. You can reactivate it and just come back when you feel like coming back.
So I deactivate it and I delete the app on my phone. I'll do it for Facebook and Instagram. And you just, when you time to get back on, you just re-download the app, and then once you type in your username, it'll be like reactivated. Like, and a lot of people have an issue with that, especially this last year, because it was so much on my account that people wanted to see, like people wanted to go back and like look at and stuff. But until I'm able to get a social media person, to me, this is how it has to be. Like, this is comfortable for me. Like, I understand, you're missing out on business opportunities and people finding you stuff. I get it. It's one of the risks that I take for it. But, when people take breaks, mental health breaks, they miss out on shit. You know what I'm saying? People take mental health breaks and miss out on concerts and, you know what I'm saying? And hella money and all of that. Like, it's understandable. You're just putting yourself, before that. So that's kind of the mindset I have with it. But I do hope to eventually get a social media person to where the SBS page will still be up. Like, I'll take down my personal page, but the SBS page can still be active in all that. But I don't have to operate. Somebody else can be doing it and posting and talking and all of that crap. So that's the eventual goal with that.
Okay. Where can people find you?
Hey man.
All right.
The Big Daddy D on Instagram, which I guess I'll be back on by the time this comes out. The Big Daddy D on Instagram, man. We have a website called sbsmob.com. That is literally all you need. You can type my name in, Miles Triplett, on Tubi, and go on a binge watch and watch every movie that I have on there. And yeah, man, hey, 2025 should be something.
Something, yep. Could be a explosion, could be...
I guess we're going to find the fuck out. We already burning, nigga.
That's going to be a good year. I really think it's going to be a good one, man. There's a lot of work you put in last year.
It was.
And a lot more to still come. So, yeah, man. Yeah. Okay.
I'm excited. We'll see, man. If not, back to the streets I go.
Which is tough because once you've been out the workforce and out the game for so long, it's hard to get back in it. You know, like,
what you mean the work?
Like, if worst case you had to get another job or something, go back to getting a job, like you can't. You know, because they be like, "When you had a job back in when?
Oh,
We're
yeah,
not
no
hiring
resume.
you, right? Yeah, no resume.
No
you know,
resume coming into play.
And I've learned they don't give a damn about no freelancing work. Like, but y'all see these names on this paper, but y'all don't. Anyway, y'all hired some dork. Anyway,
yeah, I hope to never be in that situation.
Don't do it. Yeah, man. That's what. Hey, I'm rooting for you. Get up out of this.
I hope to never have to. Jesus Christ, she said she's on her way.
All right. Thank you, everybody. See ya. All right, man.